Morning everybody. I had to have a shower first this morning. Good morning ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another day of the video diary. I had to force myself to get up and go to the shower. It's like it was raining outside. It was raining like really heavily. It was freezing in here and I'm like, I don't want to get out of bed. No. Go and have a shower. You son of a bitch. That'll wake you up. So I've just been to have a shower and sort out videos and emails and stuff. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to set up YouTube videos and stuff like that, render them out, upload them, do some video descriptions. I've got to make some sandwiches before I go to work, go to uni, and I have to, what do I have to do? Make my bag and shit, but then otherwise that's it. Have breakfast, obviously. So, let's launch into it. Come on, it's 7:30 now. So, let's get into it, son of a gun. And we are away, we're off to campus. We're running quite late actually. But we've got a lot of stuff done. I played a couple of games of Hearthstone while I was getting ready, sorted out the video descriptions and replied to all of your lovely comments. But the thing that drove me late was I was making my sandwiches and then I couldn't find my sandwich box. It's completely disappeared. So I had to improvise and get like a sandwich food bag, put everything in there instead. So hopefully it doesn't get crushed or anything in my bag. I also had to get Jess's lab glasses, safety glasses, because she forgot them. God damn it! So I've now got them and she's going to pick them up off me at like in my gap. I think I've got a 3-hour gap today, where we're going to get loads of work done. It's going to be incredible actually. We've got a lot of stuff planned. We've got a lab to start with, which is in MATLAB, and the MATLAB labs are pretty bloody hard. I didn't understand the last one. I tried to do it at home and I really didn't understand it. So there's that. That's quite entertaining. It's quite difficult. But otherwise, we have fucking my brain. It's whirring away. It's whirring away. Otherwise, we have a maths lecture after that. Then technically group coursework meetings, but I don't believe we have anything to discuss at the meetings. So it's a case of not doing it and jumping into doing some work in East Building. Yeah, because that's where I live basically when I'm not in lectures. And then East Building, we'll be doing loads of programming, maybe potentially some pattern analysis notes ahead of the pattern analysis lecture that's coming up later on in the day. And then back home at 4, well, leaving campus at 4 in order to come back, have stir fry, which I've forgotten to take the fucking chicken out. So, maybe not stir fry, you dopey bastard. Unless I have to microwave the chicken, which I'm never really a fan of. Oh well. I could text Beth. Beth's in. Oh, Beth, you're the best. And Ben, both of them. Sweet. So they'll sort that out for me, thank God for that. Stir fry. And then more work later, basically. It's good fun. Loads and loads of fun. What a day. What you got to do? What are you doing today, dude? Work. We got to let work. What you gonna do now at work? I really love this building. I'd consider coming here and having lunch and just looking at that view. Probably go up one more floor though. How many people here? Oh, you're recording, aren't you? You're on silent. Son of a bitch. And you're blurry. I need a brew. Oh, what a bloody day. Well, today has been oodles of fun. Just all day, non-stop fun. We had a MATLAB lab to start with, which is hard as balls. We were actually going over the one we tried to do last week. It was all like, there's 4 of us there. Not many people were in today. Like literally, out of my friend group, which is about 12. It's about a row of a lecture theatre basically. Out of those people, we literally had 4 at one point. No, 5 was the maximum in maths. We had 4 in the lab. Me, Peter, Jamie and Alan. Hello! Freya joined us for maths and then I think everyone went home basically for pattern analysis because there was a big 2 to 3 hour gap just after that. So otherwise though, today, while it has been very long and very boring, it's been quite productive. The MATLAB lab was pretty difficult. Like I said, I've still got a bit more to go over that to make sure that it sits right in our head. We've got a programming coursework, well, pattern analysis coursework, but we need to, well, it's a report, but we need to have a program running to talk about on the report, so we can't just bullshit it. So we need to know MATLAB and stuff, so I need to go over that because it's pretty difficult. It's quite different to how a lot of other programming languages work, so there's a lot to go over and stuff. The lighting in this room is horrendous, isn't it? Whenever I talk to you here, it just blows out to the window. So, let's talk here. We then had a maths lecture, and maths is very much definition after definition after definition. We haven't actually done any maths yet, so that was very boring. Then we had a 3-hour gap, at which point I realised that I'd forgotten, not only did I forget my chicken this morning, and stuff like that, I forgot my headphones. So I spent 3 hours in a lab with nothing. Oh god, that was really weird. My finger was in my eye in such a place where I thought someone was stood there. That was odd. Ow. So I was sat in a room for 3 hours. Where's my mug? Hello. Like, just listening to everyone just talk while I'm trying to do work and stuff. I spent the first hour having my lunch, which I took a Kit Kat today and didn't eat it. Yeah boy. I had a thingy instead. I had cherry and blackcurrant tart, I think, or something like that. It was delicious. Instead of a Kit Kat, I took a Kit Kat, but I just didn't eat it. Didn't really fancy it, I didn't. But yes, I'm sat just listening to everyone talking, just being irritating. This guy in the corner's just playing with like a Lego robot that he's designing for 3rd year. Like, God, come on now. So that was good fun. I spent the first bit having my lunch and writing up notes and stuff. I then spent the second 2 hours going over pattern analysis notes, which the lecturer then went in the lecture, the pattern analysis lecture that followed, then went, I've realised that there's this thing here, we're going to have to hurry up quite a bit, and I just spent, he basically covered what took me about 4 hours to do on my own in an hour. It just blitzed through it, so I'm glad I went ahead of it, like, first now, but it means I'm now not ahead. I thought I was comfortably ahead by at least one lecture, but no, unfortunately not. So yeah, he's rocketing off now, which is, it's okay because I'm ahead. Everyone else is like, what the hell? But yeah, it's kind of irritating because I wanted to stay comfortably ahead, and now I'm back. It's 5 o'clock. I'm actually going to take an hour's break before I get on with any work or anything. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to check my emails and stuff. I'm going to try and take this tea bag out with only one hand. Otherwise though, what I've been doing, I need to do a clothes wash actually, so I'm going to put my clothes in the wash. I'm going to do a colours wash. I need to do a whites wash, but I can't afford not to do a colours wash. So yeah, we'll do a colours wash literally when I finish talking to you. Otherwise though, we've been trying to make more productive our bus rides to university, because at the moment I just kind of sit there and I just like read the news or play on games and stuff on my phone and things. So what I've done is I'm now saving that for lectures. That was a joke. And what I've done is I've downloaded a text editor app. It's actually a really nice one, a text editor app. On my on both of them, connected them to Dropbox, which means that I could just edit text files, write a blog post in this nice pretty text file, which is really pretty, copy and paste it into my blog, and then we're laughing, and then I'm writing more blog posts and stuff, because the blog posts did get sidelined recently for this kind of stuff. All I need now is an app that lets me control Atlas and edit a video. Well, not edit a video on Atlas like remote desktop stuff. I want an app that gives me a nice mobile friendly UI but uses Atlas's computing power to render an app out. That would be friggin' cool. And then you guys would have blogs all the time, like you'd have videos all the time, because I'm just editing them willy-nilly on my Nexus on the way to friggin' uni when I'm wasting 2 hours a day commuting. So yeah, I've been writing a blog post on the way down. Yeah, don't know, really. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was writing a blog post on the way down, which was really good fun. It was really relaxing. So now when I'm going up to campus or stuff, I'll either read stuff off my Kindle, which I haven't done in a while to be fair, or write a blog post out. So that's really good. It's really good, isn't it, mate? I thought it was just a case of copied and pasted. Started writing a blog post the other day, and I thought it was a case of just copying and pasting that onto the end of what I've just written on the bus, and I'd be able to have a post for you, just like instantaneously like that. But turns out no. It turns out I deleted it because I wasn't very proud of it. But now I am going to be proud of it. So expect a blog post at some point, especially with me going to Plymouth. I don't have a booked table seat, so I might not be able to type on my laptop, so I'll be able to write posts on my Nexus. You might get like 2 or 3 posts out of me then. Fucking Mozilla Thunderbird, pull your friggin' socks up, Jesus. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna play Hearthstone for a bit, and then I might start writing a blog post and then go and cook my dinner. Continue writing my blog post and then go and cook my dinner, which is a stir fry tonight. It's gonna be very nice, and I'm gonna show you what I put in it because it's very nice. It's in a special multi-pack, and I would definitely 10 out of 10, 100% recommend it to you because it's delicious. So yeah, let's get some cock-a-locking, shall we? I'm going to show you my recipe. It's totally 100% my own. Basically, what we do is you get this this pack of vegetables from bloody Sainsbury's, isn't it, mate? 25th today, not out of date, good. And then you put some chicken in and you stir fry it. It's easy. Panicked then, thinking I didn't have a sauce, and then I put stir fries, black bean sauce on it. Did very nice. Well, so what do you do? What do you do with this concoction of bloody vegetables, eh? Well, I'll bloody well show you. So what you do is you separate everything out. You put your baby corn underneath there. I've chopped them in half just so that there's more of them. They're easier to chew. Lol. Teddy stem broccoli. Then you get your lemongrass. What you do is you chop the lemongrass. You top and tail it. Chop it in half, then crush it under a blade of a knife or with a rolling pin or whatever the hell you want to crush it with. You then separate out your pak chewy, and your mange too, and then you get your chilies, and then you top and tail, slice them lengthways like that, so you get strips. Make sure they're smaller than the lemongrass as well, because then you can take the lemongrass out later, because you're supposed to take it out. It's not very good for you. And then it says de-seed on this recipe I wrote just on here. But de-seeding's for pussies. So what I do is I get one of them and scrape all the seeds into here, so that because when you fry it, it properly kicks up in your face and you're choking like a mother trucker. So I've got 1 chilies. It gives me 2. Sometimes it only gives you 1 chili. It depends on how big the chilies are. I put 1 set of chili seeds in there. The rest I'll get rid of, so it's not horrendously like burning your mouth. The first time I had this, it was like burning my mouth. It was delicious as hell, but it was burning my mouth. So yeah, top and tail this, and then all you need to do is chop up your chicken into bite-sized bites, and then fry the chicken, fry this lot, and then about 3 minutes later fry that, bang that in, got a lovely meal. Then get everything all blurry and lined up so that it is ready to go in. So we go chicken, well we don't, we go oil, gotta get oil first. Also, stir fries, little secret here, you need it to be hot. Right, there's no friggin' stir frying on, oh that's hot enough, you need to know it's bloody hot, so you need to put it in and it goes, you need to know about it. I'm not making that noise again. So you want it as hot as possible, and also if you're the kind of person who just puts oils in and then just plops the chicken in and lets it cook up slowly, get out. Jesus, it's horrendous. So yeah, I told Lovely off for that. Lovely does that. Did. She better not do any more. Babe. Also oil, you only need, well, depends on how beastly your frying pan is. Mine's a beast. You don't need a lot of oil, so don't go overdose on the oil, because then you can end up boiling the chicken in the oil. Especially with the temperatures we're talking about here, because we like it hot, ow. So yeah, that's about it really. Simple as that. I'm just letting the hob heat up. And yes, it's called a hob. This thing here, that's a hob. That's a hob. This is a hob, not a cooker or whatever the hell that is. That you could argue that's a cooker. I'd argue it's an oven, but anyway. Oil. Not gonna lie, I do think of myself as pretty good cook. I think. The first time I ever cooked like fillet beef, that was nice. That was nice as hell. Actually, like all seared around the outside. I'm just guessing. You just guess. Basically, number 1 tip: temperature control. Make sure it's the right temperature. Don't overboil things. Don't overheat things. You can in the stir fry. It can be as hot as you goddamn please, as far as I'm aware. You can definitely max out this hob. If you're boiling something, there's no need to put it on 9. Put it on 7. Normally you want a mid-boil. You don't want a fast boil to cook stuff. Otherwise you overcook it, and it's a bit like putting it in really hot in the oven. You wouldn't do that, would you? So yeah, What else? Temperature control, basically. If you get the temperature right, it's going to be delish. Yeah, this will literally be cooked in... And that's enough as well. That's all I'm having. This little pile of chicken, these veg. That's enough. You could put noodles in and stuff, but I reckon that's overkill. Because they don't really keep fresh noodles, which is why I don't do it. Because otherwise I have to put them all in, and then you just kind of dilute the taste. I kind of have this just for taste, and then later I'll just like eat biscuits or something. Yeah. Jesus. So yeah, the only downside to this is, yes, it's really quick, but it's very hands-on, so I can't like write a blog post or play Hearthstone at the same time. Downsides. Or you could just whap something in the oven for an hour. Whap. I don't mean to say whap. Beth and Ben say whap all the time. It's wrong. Jesus. Whap. Bloody hell. So yeah. Otherwise though, this should be done. Why? It took me ages to friggin'. It took me like, well no, 10-15 minutes to get to this point. Should be done and finished by 7 o'clock, which means I can get on with some programming. Yeah boys. At which point I think I'm going to do some prologue. Try and get my coursework sorting that list properly, innit? Yo. There we go, look, as that's browning, you grab your bloody... Oh, there you go, framing. There we go. Chuck it in. Get in there. Come on. Come on. Everyone in. Lemongrass. Keep an eye on this bugger, because you've got to get it out after, it always hides. Get in there. There you go. And then just kind of toil it for a bit. You know, toss it, turn it, stir it round with your other hand, because you're filming with that one. Yum. So, there's a couple of chilli seeds in there, so we might get a bit of kickback from it. When you put the chillies in, open a window, because it bites. It's got bite. Look at that, look. It's because when I'm pressed record, I clipped the screen by mistake so it defocuses. The lemongrass splits up and then hides as multiple pieces. So you put 2 in and you pull out like friggin' 8. Okay, ready? It's go time. It's fan time. Bloody... Here we go. Chilies are a go. Ah, the seeds are there, look. Getting it. Look. And then slowly but surely, everyone in the room starts to lose the ability to talk, which is brilliant. If you're ever like it. Blimey. Proper gets in your throat. And if anyone else was in here as well, they've been coughing a lot more than I am. I'm pretty immune to this shit. Everyone else flee. Well, I fled the first time I booked it. Jesus. Imagine. Cool. Told you. And then you add your sauce, and you see what I mean by, you've got to keep it nice and hot. That's called the breath of the what, that is. Or some shit like that, anyway. I read it in a book somewhere. I say that, I don't read books. The internet, lol. And then once you've taken out those 3, this is in the air a little bit. There you go. Look, doesn't look like a lot. Looks a bit like a mess. But the tastiest stir fry I've ever had. And I've never had, to be fair, I've never had one from like a Chinese restaurant, not explicitly a stir fry. So, but legitimately, like, really fucking good, like amazing. It is very spicy, mind, but should be very good at getting rid of colds. And I do have a cold, if you haven't noticed. So, it's going to work. I'm watching Top Gear. It doesn't look like a lot. It actually doesn't, legitimately looks like less than normal as well. But, oh, watching Top Gear at the same time on my neck to tell her. You know what? My ability to work at night has literally just stopped. I am so crap now at coming back and then starting work after dinner. I know. Like, I just suck. Right, hold on, merge. Should we try and merge sort? My quick sort doesn't work in this, and it's stressing me out. Just goddamn doesn't work. Should we use a merge sort? I don't know. Yeah, I basically just, since I had dinner, I've just come in here and just, well, I did my wash, got my wash out, which is, it's drying now. But otherwise, not much has gone down since you last spoke to me. I just watched Top Gear and then pretended to do MATLAB and then couldn't do it. And I come on to prologue and now I'm just staring at the prologue thinking, why won't it work? I'm thinking I'm going to call it. Tomorrow is going to be, it's got to be a hard working day. Tomorrow we're going to be concentrating That's what we've got to do now. We've got to pick things. We've got to go this, a day on it. This, a day on it. This, a day on it. That kind of system is what we've got to implement now. Because I'm just not getting stuff done anymore. Because I've got so much stuff going on, I'm trying to balance them all. I'm trying to balance MATLAB, and I'm trying to balance programming, and I'm trying to balance placement stuff. And it's just a lot to think about. It's really stressful, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it for a night. It's 10 o'clock now. It's silly still doing work now. So I'm getting up at 9 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to go to a systems development lab. I should be the only one there. So I should be able to ask the question I want to ask on my systems development stuff. I should be able to... Then I should be able to get the systems development work all done. I've then got a 2-hour gap, in which case I'll take my headphones so I don't get distracted by people. And then in that gap I'm going to be preparing for my placement interview stuff tomorrow. Programming is what we're going to be doing, specifically Java, I believe. And then otherwise what we're going to be doing is we'll have another lecture where I'll probably do prologue in the background, just attempt to research why the hell my program doesn't work. And then what I'm going to do is come back, do more relaxed interview prep and stuff, and then go to work because I've got work at 6. So I think that's my plan tomorrow. It's going to be, I'm going to focus in on instead of dabbling in stuff and not getting stuff done, I'm going to start pushing for one thing and try and get into it again. As soon as Thursday is gone, I can just relax, you know, theoretically, unless Amazon pops up. I can just chill. I need to find a house in Bristol, but otherwise I can just chill. You can do that in breaks, in like hour-long breaks and stuff. Ugh. So yeah, in short, we need to be more productive. I've written tomorrow's to-do list. I'm ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be spent preparing Java, practicing basic Java programming knowledge, so that when I get my programming test, so far every programming test I've done for people has failed horrendously, and this one I imagine is going to be quite hard, so I've got to actually prep for it and actually do some Java tomorrow like a beast. I'm going to be implementing sorts and stuff, which is going to be fun, but otherwise that's basically all we're going to be doing tomorrow, is preparing for Java. Thursday we're obviously going to be on the bus and the train quite a lot, which means we're going to have to do a lot of research. All we can really do, I can't guarantee having a laptop, so I can't really do programming and stuff. I can't really do Prolog because I haven't got the internet and stuff like that, so I can't do MATLAB. I'm actually quite restricted when I don't have the internet. So I'm thinking of saving that for blog posts, for reading up on notes from Java, from my notes from last year, stuff like that. Potentially take some light reading, yeah, and all of that stuff. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. What we're going to do from now on is we're not going to dabble. We're not going to write great big huge to-do lists in order to get stuff done. We're going to multitask in time that is available to multitask. So I'm going to say, right, I'm going to uni, I've got an hour, let's do this. And I'm going to start putting small tasks into those. We're going to go for a more dynamic sorting system. We're going to be throwing things into the smaller gaps. We're then going to be using big gaps, specifically nights, and I don't know, like a 2-hour gap tomorrow, and 3 hours when I get back from uni and stuff like that. We're going to be using those kind of gaps in order to do more big tasks, because otherwise they won't get done. The battery's dying. I'll catch you later.